of trying, 20 years of frustration. Dale Earnhardt will come to the caution flag to win the Daytona 500. Finally. Third-generation star Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings him to the flag. Checkered flag waving. It's over. It's Earnhardt.
He's going to do it. He's going to win the race and the NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship. California's Kevin Harvick does it.
You are the 2014 Sprint Cup champion.
The 24-year-old from Dawsonville, Georgia, is about to join his father, Awesome Bill, in elite company. Chase Elliott is a NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Ah! Ring that sign, boys! Yeah!
And the 1991 winner of the Daytona 500 is Ernie Irvan, the Morgan McClure Chevrolet.
Honk. You got comms? I don't got comms. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Got no comms. Hey, I really can't hear you. I really can't hear what you're saying.
Leave the Discord.
Can you hear me now? I still got nothing.
I have no idea.
You know.
Yeah, no, that's this headset here. This isn't this.
Yeah, I don't know.
And this sounds like awful.
You don't sound bad.
I want to figure out what the fuck is going on here. Can you
I
hear
don't know. I can hear you perfectly fine now.
What the fuck? So you can hear me here.
No.
Or what in the fuck is going on here? I'm about to start just disconnecting shit, but I don't know what the fuck I'm disconnecting.
But you unplugged your camera.
I don't know what the fuck is happening here.
I can hear you.
It's StreamYard. StreamYard's being a fucking asshole. Because I can't change my mic. I don't know what's going on here. And now my camera actually looks normal again. Earlier it was like zoomed in for no reason.
I don't know. So
Let me leave. Let me leave. You start this. Let me leave.
Morgan McClure, honk. Well, gentlemen, welcome. Duels. First one was a shit show. Second one was a shit show. 500 probably gonna be a shit show. Get AJ back here. Bubba looked stout tonight, Patrick. He looked real good, like a good veteran. He didn't get rattled very easily, and that was pretty good to see. Good to see LaJoy make it in too. I was hoping BJ McLeod would get in, but you know, can't get it all. Was hoping Austin Cindric would rack too, but that didn't happen. Let me get some stuff open here. So we'll go through results from the first one. Bubba won the first one. William Byron second. Ty Dillon. Awesome showing by Ty Dillon. Looked real good. Yeah, Junior, that car looked fantastic. And I'm a big Allgaier fan and a Junior Motorsports fan, so that was good to see those guys do good. Chastain, Reddick, Dinger, Austin Dillon, Elliott, Allgaier, and Busch rounded out the top 10 in that one. Truex, of course, made it in.
Is this any better?
I can hear you.
Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Clear?
Clear as day.
Does it sound like my normal mic now?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. 11 minutes in.
Hey.
What a shit show! Big junk award start the show.
Hey, we
Hey.
didn't have comms, bud.
I thought you were fucking with me.
No comms.
Hey, 16, you got comms?
Hey, you got comms?
Ladies and gentlemen, Clean Air Show, episode 15.
Honk.
2025 Daytona 500. Honk. And apparently dual race fallout that I didn't know there was controversy about until Phil told me when I came back in from walking the dogs.
Yeah, he goes out to walk the dogs. He comes in. I was like, bro, controversy. I was chatting with all the boys in here.
I'm just trying to pull up all the comments now. Hey, there you go, Tristan. 40 free tickets and only 3 teeth in that whole entire building.
That's me.
That's you. What's going on, Patrick? I do too. That was a good showing in the first duel.
He
Junior.
He looked strong. Like I said when you were gone, dude, he looked like the moves he was making, everything he was doing, he was calm. Like that was probably the best performance I've seen out of Bubba in a long time.
Oh, Bubba looked really good. Bubba looked really good. We'll dive into that. Patrick, happy for all involved with it. Drafting tracks are usually shit shows. Well, apparently that last one was a shit show. Tony, hope you all are doing good. Have fun Daytona 500 Sunday. Yes, sir. I'll be there. Will you be there?
I won't be there.
You won't be there. I'm trying to pull up what the fuck happened because the last image I saw was
no bullshit. They called the caution 20 feet before the line. Like the image that NASCAR released is literally like the yellow poles on the top of the flag stand were lit up. And Cindric had him by like that much.
okay. I've got an actual video of it here. And it'll probably get copyright because, you know. I wonder if I can just present my screen.
Send it.
You know what? Fuck it. We already handled 15 minutes of technical difficulties before we got in here. Why is my NVIDIA open? Is that what's fucking everything here?
Corey LaJoie had a better night than we have so far.
So I guess this was the finish. Is that gonna make it any? Why? Jesus.
Those guys that have to move and make a block. No, Logano stays with his teammate on the bumper. That's that teamwork we talked about. Thank you, Joey.
Well, we saw a perfectly executed block
right
by
about
Eric Jones. Yeah, he's got a great pusher behind him with a four.
This is 3 and 4 still.
He did a great job.
But I don't understand why they threw a caution for
Eric
it.
Jones on the outside. Busher the pusher. Cindric alone as Logano's in the middle now. Here they come to the stripe.
There.
All crashing behind Austin Cindric, who I believe.
So
Eric Jones
I'm
on
gonna
the
pause this when I
outside.
first see
Busher
a
the
bobble.
pusher. Cindric alone as Logano's in.
I saw a bobble there.
Oh, they're in the fence.
So you're telling me they just threw the caution right here and said, you know what?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. How many seconds does this take for them to get to the line? We're at 26 seconds. I'll pause it when they hit the line.
In the middle now. Here they come to the stripe, and they're all crashing behind.
30. Call it 31.
4 seconds.
Call it 5, just to give them a little bonus.
5 seconds. You're going to throw a caution 5 seconds to those cars crossing the lines.
The worst part about it was you're going to let Eric Jones park on the front stretch, celebrate, and then stand there with a camera in his face, bro. That was the worst part about it. He stood there with the camera right here for the whole time they were trying to decide what was going on. Cindric, somebody walked over to him on pit road and was like, yo, you got it. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, he didn't believe it.
Need I just remind people, Phil? That was the finish of the 07 Daytona 500, which they let go to the stripe.
Mark Martin won that Daytona 500.
Mark Martin won that Daytona 500. And what you don't see is this car right here ends up on its roof, crossing the finish line.
Which one?
Clint Boyer, right back here.
I don't even see him in the picture.
Look for the AAA.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. Yep. Oh, yeah.
they threw it there. Or I'm sorry, they didn't throw it there. Yeah, that's a total shit show.
It's no different than
X-Twitter.
It's no different than
Clip Boyer.
Clip Boyer.
I need some shirts made of that.
What's his name? When Dave Blaney was leading and they decided, oh, let's repave the whole fucking track just so Dave Blaney wouldn't win the race. Juan Pablo Montoya, motherfucker. Speaking of Juan Pablo Montoya, Helio Castroneves, Juan Pablo Montoya Jr. tonight. Fucking wrecking on his own. Non-driving fuck. Don't worry. Don't worry. We have a special provisional for that now.
I'm just...
I don't understand that. So while you're feasting over that, I'm gonna go into this fucking stupid provisional thing with Elio. I just don't like. How are you gonna say the guys who are there all the time and support you, like JJ Yaley's been there how many friggin' years? But these guys don't get a special provisional, so why the hell should he?
No, let's think about the drivers who didn't have a provisional. Jimmy Johnson didn't have a provisional. The 7-time Cup Series champion. Last year's Xfinity Series champion didn't have a guaranteed provisional. Martin Truex Jr., former Cup champion, did not have a provisional. Corey LaJoie, despite what you feel about him, did not have a provisional.
I'm in between.
Poor BJ McLeod, the greatest fucking back marker to ever exist, didn't get a provisional. But Castroneves does. And you saw it, you saw in practice yesterday when he's bouncing around on the track like everybody else is, and he's like, we need to fix the bounces in the car. Like, no, man, this is a stock car. This is, and I don't want to hate on Elio. I really don't. You can read it, Phil.
Junior said he shocked Osama bin LaJoy even made the 500.
I thought old Alfredo was going to get him. But it just shows you the experience. So we're going to sit here and give a provisional to a quote-unquote world-class drivers who then proceeded to wreck themselves on 4 separate occasions in the same wreck.
But here's my point about it. Our world-class drivers don't get special treatment. I don't like we get shunned. We get laughed at. I got mine.
That's all. That's why I did this.
But NASCAR gets laughed at. People are like, "Oh yeah, cool, a bunch of rednecks." But these guys, why should we bow down to these guys?
I don't know. Larson went over the Indy 500 and was kicking ass up until pit road.
But he did not have a provisional.
Didn't have a provisional.
You got to race your way in.
Kurt Busch went over there and kicked ass till the pit road incident.
Tony Stewart
went over there and kicked ass.
Robbie Gordon.
No provisional.
John Andretti.
No provisional.
On the same day. Let's see those guys get in a helicopter. Come to Charlotte after Indy and get in and drive a stock car 600 miles. I want to see it. I want to see somebody do the double the opposite way.
Someone who's in Indy. Connor Daly could do it.
Yeah, but Connor Daly sucks in NASCAR. I'm talking about somebody who's going to be competitive, not run 25th.
I don't think you could find that, though. I mean, realistically, besides Juan Pablo's couple shots at Glory, what open wheel driver has been able to transition to NASCAR and be competitive?
I'm not gonna say NASCAR, but I'll say the IROC series back in the day.
IROC was different, though.
It was, but it's the same concept. I mean, they ran on the bigger plate tracks. I mean, they learned the drafting. They learned all that. I mean, I guarantee you could take, just like he said, Joseph Newgarden. Dude, Newgarden's a bad motherfucker. I bet you put him in a stock car, he'd kick ass.
Now, this is not to go up against the likes of the AJ Foyts of the world, who came in NASCAR and won a Daytona 500.
Mario Andretti did the same thing. But just nowadays, you just don't see it. And I'm not a fan of the provisional thing.
If you want to bring back a provisional, bring back the past champions provisional.
The Darrell Waltrip provisional.
The Darrell Waltrip provisional. He was the one who always got it, right?
I remember that interview with Tony Stewart. You remember that interview? And they were razzing Tony Stewart, and Tony Stewart's like, yeah, but Darrell fails to remember that if they didn't have a champions provisional in place, he wouldn't have made any starts in his last 3 seasons or something like that.
Junior brought up a good point. The Richard Petty provisional.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd love to see Joseph double dip NASCAR and IndyCar. It would be interesting. That would be an interesting one.
I'm enjoying Marco coming over. I think a little bit more experience. He might be all right.
This is what, his 3rd year doing trucks?
Yeah, and he's running a bunch of ARCA too.
I don't think Verstappen would be competitive in NASCAR. No, I don't think so either.
What happened to the days that you had to run an ARCA race to get approved to run a super speedway?
I don't know. Ask Mike Wallace. You know, I'm just still baffled about how that just ended.
And it's not like I'm still stuck on this, you know. It's not like back in the day when they used to test. Like his first laps in the car were Tuesday. Like I don't know. I don't.
I'm all fucked up. You're fucked up on the provisional. I'm fucked up on that finish.
How about that front row we got? Good for Toyota getting a pole first time at the Daytona 500.
I don't know. I'm scrolling Twitter now. Now, we should delay the start of this. Danny B talks. Man, that's tough. Literally standing on the start-finish line to be told you lost, and Cindric was already starting on the front row either way. Shouldn't have thrown the yellow there.
I was hoping Cedric would get junked.
I mean, in the same breath, like, okay, so Eric didn't win it. He still starts on the second row.
Yeah, I mean, he still got the spot, but it's that momentum.
At least there was no drama in the first one. Oh, wait. There was.
Dude, what the fuck was Chandler Smith doing?
Dude.
As
kicking a cup over here.
As Brandon's name in fantasy racing, door bumper not clear.
This is a tough one because I disagree with this because certain wrecks you need to throw the yellow.
But it's got to be a judgment call. Something like that, dude, just let it go. Those
if you
two
are
racing
within
for the
50
win,
feet to the fucking line to win a race, that caution shouldn't be thrown. That's true, Junior. Marco better pray the rear end doesn't fall out of the truck
dude.
again.
I'm really looking forward. I know it's not. I mean, it is NASCAR, but the ARCA race this weekend. I'm really looking forward to that with Cletus McFarland and Jeff Schofield and Becca Monopoly, a bunch of local people involved over there. So that'll be pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, fuck. Garrett's in it. Garrett Mitchell.
Yep.
Cletus.
Oh, Cletus McFarland.
Cletus made it. God, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You don't say that.
If we're... I can't wait for old Cleet to junk half the field.
You think you will?
I think there's going to be some questionable decisions. Has that man even run in a draft yet? Like, actually in a pack of cars?
Practice when they did ARCA testing in January.
That testing's a different story.
Yeah, but they have to run in a pack.
Testing's a different story. It's everybody just kind of feeling out. Now you're racing for something.
Hey, he still has more seat time than Elio Castroneves.
That's true. All right. Group poll. Who do you trust more behind the wheel of a stock car? Cletus McFarland or Elio Castroneves?
Cletus McFarland.
The ARCA race is going to be as nuts as it tends to be. I want to run real good. I really do, but I don't think he does. I don't know, man. Daytona's a crapshoot. It's just how you get the run, how you take the run.
I just got distracted because all the driver and car shots just came up on my my feed. You know, the ones at the start finish line.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you can throw that caution. And I feel like this show of ours is going to be taken over by this. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? All drafting tracks are crapshoots. Cletus can wheel 99% of the things he races, but I think give him a year in that car. I don't think he's going to run a year in that car. I think he's running that one race and that's it.
I don't know. From the sounds of it, he plans on this being a multi-time thing. I don't think he would call it his NASCAR career if he's only running one race. Then again, I don't know.
I have my own opinions, man. I think a lot of it's for content.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I'm not saying the guy's unserious about it. I think he's taking it very seriously.
But like everything, it's
all for views.
Yeah.
You know, I think Cletus respects racing and this type of racing.
Him owning that track really, I think, changed his mind.
I'm sorry for yawning so much in this episode. This is usually bedtime.
Yeah, knock that shit off, dude. This was your idea.
This was your idea. I'm putting you at the helm for this. I don't know,
we were talking like 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago about canceling, and I'm like, dude, we don't have any other time.
We only made it tonight because I thought you said that you couldn't.
No, I'm not.
Friday.
I'm going away. I got to work tomorrow night, but I'm going away next weekend. You thought it was this weekend. You're going away this weekend.
I'm going away this weekend. I've already checked out. I have already checked out, man.
Which race are you looking forward to the most this weekend?
I mean, it's always the Daytona 500, but if I had to pick something that wasn't that this weekend, it's definitely the Xfinity race.
Yeah.
I love the way those things draft, man.
I thought it was funny when Allgaier pulled down to the bottom like he would in an Xfinity car to get a run, and the air hit that thing, and it was like a brick.
It's like a parachute on the back. Damn it.
Now you get me on it, fucker.
Dude, I need a cup of coffee or something. I need some Black Rifle.
Oh, I could go for some Black Rifle. That's good shit. All right, let's go through the results from the duels.
Go ahead with it.
That's duel 2. Hold on. Let me go to duel 1.
I mean, you might as well go through duel 2. It's the one we're talking about the most.
Elio Castroneves finished 22nd. Just want you to know. Dude, that hit by Justin Haley, though, like they were making a big deal with Chandler Smith's. Justin Haley's was nasty. And we ain't even into the big races yet. All right. Finishing order from duel 1. Bubba, Willie B, Ty Dillon. Good run. Good to see him running good. I was hoping he'd win it. I hope he has a good year. In all actuality, I think he has a good shot to go out and prove himself this year.
Sorry, Tristan. Fuck. My bad, man.
Ross Chastain finished 4th. Reddick 5th. Dinger 6th. Austin Dillon 7th. Chase Elliott 8th. Allgaier 9th. Kyle Busch 10th. Ty Gibbs in a absolute junk box of a car. All right, Walter Sobchak.
It's just easier because if I'm going to keep yawning, I don't want people to see me yawn.
Shit, I'll turn mine off too.
No, fuck that. If I got to be on it, you got to be on it.
Yeah, Ty Gibbs with all that bear bond on the side of that thing, dude. I did not think that thing.
Dude, I
was
saw
big
all
competitive.
guy pushing him, and I'm like, ain't no fucking way that you're gonna gain spots pushing that thing.
Yeah,
That's like pushing a dump truck.
finished 11th though.
Yep.
McDowell, Priest with a good run too. Good to see Priest running up front. Barry led a couple. Truex, Stenhouse, JJ Yaley. Carson Hocevar, real quiet tonight. They didn't say his name whatsoever tonight.
He was hanging around in the back there towards the end of that race. I think it was just survive it.
Yep. Briscoe pulled off lap 26. Chandler Smith, Justin Haley, and Elio taken out on 13, and Zane Smith out on lap 6 when he it says suspension, but when he KO'd the wall.
How many more times were they going to show the Chandler Smith wreck? I felt they showed that thing like 50 times. I don't know.
The worst part was
though
they weren't saying shit about Haley, and Haley's wreck was just as bad. Like they were like, oh, Chandler Smith, he hit hard, and it's like, dude, Haley's hitting right in front of him, just as bad.
Did you pick up on how like low energy the Fox broadcast was tonight?
Boyer was very calm.
It was just a very like relaxed booth. It was kind of boring.
I'm not a big Mike Joy fan anymore. Like I understand he's the glue that holds everything back together, but like bring back Alan Bestwick.
I wish, man. I think I like Mike Joy just for like the
Nostalgia.
But I understand. It's just it doesn't fit with the current times.
Taint.
Junior Motorsports getting it done. Yes, sir. It's a whole reason to go to the 500 now.
I like that hat.
I do like that hat.
Time of race for the first one, 1 hour, 8 minutes, 45 seconds.
How long was that second one? That second one
130.9.
That second one was quick.
55 minutes, 41 seconds.
Yeah, that was a quick one.
Average mile an hour, 161. So they had a 30 mile an hour difference. Margin of victory under caution. Okay. Cindric wins that one over Jones. Jones won it. That's stupid.
That is dumb.
Busher, Hamlin, Logano, Corey LaJoy made it in. Rick Ware racing car. Todd Gilliland, Blaney, Nemechek, Christopher Bell, Larson, Riley Herbst, Riley Herbst hit a shit ton in that wreck on the last lap too. Alfredo, Van Gisbergen, Cody Ware, AJ's favorite driver. Cole Custer, BJ McLeod, Noah Gregson, Jimmy Johnson. I think Noah pulled out there.
No, I think Noah went for a lane that just wasn't there.
Yeah, but he missed the big wreck too and finished behind that. He was the second to last car running, and Jimmy had fallen back at the end there too.
I don't know what the hell was going on with Jimmy.
Jimmy's just there, dude.
It's always something, man. He's just there. He's just finish the laps, finish the race, move on. We have an Alan Bestwick update from Patrick. Alan does UConn women's basketball, but I'd love him to call NASCAR races again.
Rest in peace, Bill Weber, the best NASCAR broadcaster ever.
That still fucking shocks me.
After we were going to go hunt him down at the freaking hot sauce palace.
Hey, let me go grab a drink that's going to make me less sleepy.
All right.
I'm gonna stop my camera. You do your thing.
Yeah. We're going to roll into trucks. So truck entry list, we've got 38 drivers going for 36 spots. William Sawalich in the one for Tricon. Nathan Bird, Josh Rome, Mason Maggio, Tony Breidinger in the 5 for Tricon. Norm Benning. Michael McDowell running a truck for Spire. It's a 07 truck. Justin Haley running the 7 truck. Enfinger, Corey Heim, Jake Garcia, Tanner Gray, Giovanni Ruggiero, Tyler Ankrum, Daniel Hemrick, full-time in the 19 for Bill McAnally this year. Jason White, Dawson Sutton, Brian Dozat, old Malcolm in the middle, Frankie Muniz running a full season this year. Lane Riggs, Chandler Smith, going to be for Front Row Motorsports, teammate with Lane Riggs. That'll be a good combo there. Nice has Matt Mills, Bailey Curry, Caden Honeycutt, Friesen, Timmy Hill, Johnny Sauter back for Thorsport. Excuse me.
Just a one race deal?
I think so. Raja in a third Spire truck.
Raja.
Well, Raja, the normal Spire truck. Parker Clearman still driving that 75 truck. Back driving that 75 truck, I should say.
Yippee.
Part-time, no driving freaking hack. Spencer
Very
Boyd.
opinionated episode of Clean Air.
Oh,
Show.
shit. Spire has 4 trucks this weekend. But Michael McDowell, Justin Haley, Raja, and then I'm a butcher the shit out of this one. Andres Perez de Lara.
What are they running, an IndyCar out here?
Yeah, must be, dude. Connor Mozak, Matt Crafton, Justin Carroll, Jack Wood, Clay Greenfield, Ty Majeski, and Ben Rhodes. So I was reading a thing earlier might be on Twitter. I can't remember. But this is one of the first times I think that a team has had 4 drivers, all champions, racing for them. And that's Thorsport. You got Ben Rhodes, Majeski, Johnny Sauter, and Matt Crafton. But
I wouldn't have thought about that.
Speaking of Spire, another rumor I've also heard is that they've put in for another number in the Cup Series.
What number would that be?
07.
They should have brought 01.
Well, 07 is the number they have on McDowell's truck this weekend.
Oh, a little foreshadowing, maybe.
But I was reading somewhere that they possibly have put in for a request for the 07 in the Cup Series as well. We'll see.
How many cars does Spire have now? Don't they have 3 right now?
Yeah.
They could do a 4th, but who would you put in it?
Raja Caruth.
Raja.
And that Xfinity entry list, who we got on this? We got 41 cars for what? 38 spots for Xfinity? Right?
Yep.
So Sheldon Creed for the Haas factory team this year. Carson Quapple. Shut your face. Jesse Love. Parker Retzlaff went down to Alpha Prime Racing and is running the number 4, which that's not good.
That's not good.
Chris Wright. Patrick Emmerling. Allgaier. Sammy Smith. Daniel Dye, full-time for Colleague. Josh Williams. Garrett Smithley. Christian Eckes, full-time for Colleague. William Sawalich. Justin Bond Sr., Northern Modified driver, running Daytona for Joe Gibbs Racing. I'm excited about that one.
That'll be interesting.
I guess he's running 9 races there. I think I saw 9 or 7. I can't remember what it was.
20?
19 this week.
19.
I think he's in the 19 all the time because Brandon Jones is in the 20 full-time. Not winning nothing. Ask Brandon Jones.
Again, this is a very opinionated episode of Clean Air Show.
Listen, I don't hold back. I'll tell it like it is.
Sorry if you're a fan of him, not sorry.
Yeah, Austin Hill.
Hey, man. I don't know what you want me to say. Sorry for hitting you. You got an EOL. Oh, well.
What's the matter? You ain't got comms?
You ain't got comms.
So the got comms thing, AJ and I were running a race last night at Daytona in the truck series on iRacing, and all this guy kept saying under yellow was got comms. Hey, 16, you got comms? Hey, 3, you got comms? And everybody, so I started saying it. Said it all day at work today. Austin Hill going for, what is it, 4 in a row? I can't hear you.
No, I know. My
Oh,
lovely wife just walked in as I'm trying to do a show.
that's your better half.
I am the better half.
Sure. Is Austin Hill going for 4?
He's going to be going for 4. I guess I should say it here. I might be changing my Xfinity allegiance this weekend.
Junior Motorsports.
But I'm at a crossroads because I really like Zilich, but I also really like Quapple.
And you really like Allgaier too.
Well, I like Allgaier for the Cup side right now. I'm not a super big Allgaier guy. It was cool to see him win like an Xfinity title, but like other than that,
You don't say that.
I know you're a big Allgaier guy. I'm just not.
I didn't say anything bad about Austin Hill.
The thing I don't like about Austin Hill, or that I'm starting to not like about Austin Hill, is he just whines a lot.
Man can throw a punch though.
He can throw a mean fucking punch.
There's
one guy in that garage I'm not getting into a fist fight hit with. It's him.
Me and Brandon were talking about that the other night.
Boy, got a mean hook.
Ryan Truex is back with Sam Hunt Racing this weekend. Harrison Burton with that AM Racing, the car that Haley Deegan drove last year, I believe.
I wonder how that car's going to run.
Probably dog shit.
Hill's definitely going to go 4 in a row. It would be after Dale's record at 5 straight in the February Xfinity opener. Wow, that's crazy.
Hey, we still have so much to cover tonight.
I know. We got the Clash last weekend.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
We got to give out our favorite award, the shit show of the week. If anybody follows Door Bumper Clear, get those guys to freaking give us a shout out or something, dude. Like,
back off our ideas.
Yeah. Big Junk of the Week award, but we call it the shit show of the week right here, But what do they have? The Shit Show Hall of Fame?
Yeah, something like that.
And then they're uncensored now. They're just trying to be like us, dude.
Dude, we are the original Door Bumper Clear now.
I do like the new Door Bumper Clear, though, with Tommy Baldwin.
Tommy Baldwin's awesome. He's really good.
He don't take no bullshit. Like, he tells it like it is. Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's what that show needs.
So then you got Dean Thompson, Jeb Burton, Kyle Sieg. The 29 for RSS is to be determined. Blaine Perkins, Jordan Anderson running. I believe Larry Mack's crew chief in that again.
Is he really?
It's his son-in-law.
That's cool.
Jordan Anderson's married to Larry Mack's daughter.
That's cool, though.
So he crew chiefs like the plate races for him, I think. Like Jordan's only running part-time. Then you got Greg Van Alst, Ryan C., Sam Mayer, and the other Haas factory team car. Blech. Lost a lot of respect for Sam Mayer for going to the Haas factory team over Junior Motorsports. Anthony Alfredo, Brennan Poole, Cesar Baccarella, Nick Sanchez, full-time in that 48 car. Jeremy Clements, Joey Gase, Taylor Gray. Taylor Gray driving that Joe Gibbs car. I forgot that was owned by Ty.
I'm going to post this here. Now, just while I'm thinking about it, Phil.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the comment section. If you are not in our fantasy league yet, we are doing payouts at season's end for the top 3. And I'm going to say it again, that first place gets a 124 scale diecast they're choosing. Second place gets a $50 Fanatics gift card. And third place gets a 164 diecast you're choosing.
You know how hard it is to make picks at Daytona?
That link is now posted on both Facebook and the YouTube comments.
Like, me and Brandon sat in there the other night just bullshitting, trying to figure out who the hell we're going to pick. And I'm like, who do you pick? So I literally just went down the line and picked 5 random dudes.
That's all you have to do for Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta.
I took Allgaier before he even locked into the field.
I'm actually going to put up a social media post as well for that.
Yeah, what do we have right now? 11 people, 12 people,
Yeah,
something like that?
14.
Oh, shit. It's gone up since I looked. Last couple cars in the entry list for the Busch Series. Leland Honeyman driving for Derek Cope. Derek Cope got his own race team again. Probably run dead ass last. Mike Harmon, another dead ass last team to be announced on that one.
Don't you talk about the GOAT that way, Phil.
He looks like he ate about 10 goats.
He looks like he ate about 10 goats.
Connor Zillich, Josh Balicki, CJ McLaughlin, Matt DeBenedetto. Oh my god, dude.
I'm fucking sleep deprived.
That's fucked up. I'll meet him at Applebee's right now.
Oh, fuck.
I'll meet him right now, Junior. I ain't scared. You better have a dollar reader ready for me.
You better have a dollar reader ready. Don't talk shit about the fucking GOAT, Phil.
I apologize.
That man was driving a Dodge Challenger in the fucking Nationwide Series 4 years after they had disbanded altogether from NASCAR.
Yeah, and so was who was it? Carl Long's team had that freaking lime green one they ran for the longest time.
Have you known Carl Long?
I wish I didn't.
I wish I didn't.
He's kind of an asshole. The Clash was a good show, though.
It was a really good show, Phil.
Let's get into that. Let me go to the Clash page here on the old webs. So the Clash, I know you liked it because Chase dominated, and dominated's not even the word for what Chase did.
No, that was an ass kicking.
171 laps at 200, only 3 leaders. But Blaney was there. I think if it was anybody else, Blaney probably would have roughed him up.
Blaney's saying that he just wanted to make sure you basically walked out alive.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't want to get beat up.
I thought the Clash was good, man. I thought Bowman Gray was honestly perfect. I thought it's kind of like everything we've been looking for in a Clash.
There's not much I can really say that I would change. I mean, I think the way they did it, the format, everything, the way they did it, you know, like the modified race before gives you that normal Bowman Gray feel. And then, you know, Tim Brown and Burt Myers drove the balls off those cars.
Off of 2 cars that normally aren't used to the balls being driven off of.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, man, I thought,
you know, that track, it unlike the Coliseum, I think it made them have to be not even more cautious. I think they realized how the track was from being at the Coliseum. And I think there was a lot more respect this year than there had been out at the Coliseum. Coliseum, they were just beating the shit out of each other.
Right.
Tell that to John Hunter Nemechek, who got freaking sent.
Well, I mean, I thought Kyle Busch was going to bust Justin Haley's ass. Thanks, Tony.
I'm going to bust his ass. See, Patrick, I'm one of those people that I really don't care about it being a Daytona. You have enough hype leading up to the 500 with qualifying, the duels, the truck race, the ARCA race, the Xfinity race. I mean, all that stuff leading up to it from even Tuesday, you add in practice now that they put that back in. From Tuesday into Sunday that's enough. I don't think we need another week at Daytona when there's so many good facilities that NASCAR could take zombie dodges. NASCAR could take and use their resources to help a smaller track get upgrades like they did to Bowman Gray. I mean, Bowman Gray's already taken the catch fence down, and by the way, they're keeping the safer barrier, but the catch fence is gone.
It'll be back.
Yeah.
It'll be back.
But you could take those resources to smaller tracks that need a little bit of refurbing and help them, get refurbished. You have your name on these tracks. Why wouldn't you do that? They're NASCAR sanctioned tracks. Like, I don't understand.
Oh man, I mean I'm kind of nostalgic when it comes to that kind of thing. I like it being a Daytona. However, if you're gonna hold it anywhere else, now I'm like, hell yeah, hold it at Bowman Gray. And I hate to say it, that might have been the best short track race of the next gen era since the Bristol tire debacle last year, and that was kind of like manufactured too, because I don't think they plan on bringing those types of tires to the race.
What I would like to see, like if they're going to change something up, change the format up, do it like it used to be, and do it for pole winners. Pole winners are locked into the race. So if there's 15 pole winners, 15 guys locked in. Max field size is 22. Then you run a 50 lapper to fill the rest of the field. Then you have 1 or 2 provisionals at the end. You're done.
You can have an LCQ, even if you do it for just pole winners.
But the way I would do it would be even like you let the pole winners, they're in. They earn that.
Right.
But make the rest of the guys run their asses off for it. But I don't.
Automatic bids for the Clash. Pole winners, past champions, past Clash race winners, and then you have an LCQ where you take the top 5 from the LCQ and they go into the Clash. Am I onto something there?
Would you do it by points?
Points as in, like if they finish top 16 in points?
Like say the highest 5 guys that aren't in the race.
No, fuck that. If you're not one of those previous criterias and you don't finish top 5 in the LCQ, go the fuck home.
I want to see, I want to see them use that format for like truck races and go to smaller tracks. Or even Xfinity races at some of the smaller tracks.
Brother, man, why not have Truck and Xfinity do their own races at the Clash? You know what I mean? Like, fuck, man, it doesn't have to just be Cup guys. Like, have Xfinity do theirs. Have Trucks do theirs.
But you can only run one.
Yeah, you can't run multiple events in it. And I don't know, man. What did we have? 7 different pole winners last year? Because, it wasn't many. I remember Logano won a shit ton. I know Michael McDowell won a shit ton of them. Larson, I think, had a couple.
Logano, McDowell, Hamlin, Blaney, Byron, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, Reddick, Ty Gibbs, Bubba, Ross, SVG, Truex. So you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You had 12.
You'd have 12 guys already locked into the Clash. Fill the rest of those spots. And it was nice when it was at Daytona because I used to do past Daytona 500 champions were locked in. It's kind of tough to do that with the Clash now because if you've only had 1 year at Bowman Gray.
There was 15.
15 pole winners?
15 pole winners.
Okay, so even then. Those
McDowell, 6. Larson, 5. Logano, Hamlin, Bell, Reddick with 3. Gibbs had 2. Truex had 2. Byron, Blaney, Bush, Wallace, Chastain. Bowman is one that I forgot. And SVG.
Yeah, my theory still works.
I like it.
That's how we just fixed the Clash. Phil and I sitting here. We fixed 2 NASCAR debacles tonight. We fixed the Clash criteria, and we fixed throwing the caution flag on the last lap.
Dude, cool little stat that I never knew right here. There is 4 major drivers that have multiple wins in their career and never won from the pole.
4 drivers who've never won.
No, there's multiple, but there's 5 like big name drivers. 3 newer, 2 older drivers. Can you name any of them? Wrong.
Well, Ty Gibbs never won from the pole.
I don't know. This is just in here. This is just
Ty Gibbs hadn't won a race, period. So therefore, he's never won a race from the pole.
Yes, he has. Ty Gibbs has a cup win.
No, he doesn't.
I thought he won one.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'll let you look it up because you're the wrong one here.
Are you sure? Shit, you're right.
So Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, but he's not included. He can't win from the pole if he ain't got no wins.
AJ Allmendinger.
You son of a bitch.
What? You're asking me who's never won from the pole? Who?
His best finish is only 50. Oh, that's in the season. Never mind. Ty Gibbs has had 2 poles.
And he hasn't won.
Yeah.
Is Reddick one of them?
No. So this is all-time drivers with no wins from the pole. So it must be the 6th highest.
Yeah, it would have to be.
That have poles. So the top 2 are
Chase.
90s and older.
Top 2 are 90s and older?
Yep.
Bobby Labonte?
Nope.
Tony Stewart?
Mm-mm.
Go
even 80s. How's that?
Derek Cope.
No. So leading this category with 23 poles and no wins from the pole, Ken Schrader.
I forget Schrader was really good at qualifying.
Neil Bonnet second with 20.
The Neil one surprises me.
Here's another one. Here's another one that's going to surprise you. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 15.
Doesn't surprise me. If you want to be technically he started from the pole in the 04 500, but
that doesn't count. He didn't
doesn't count because he won the duel, and then Sadler had to go to the back.
And then the other 2 that I was talking about, both with 13, is Christopher Bell and Greg Biffle.
Bell surprised me more than Biffle does.
All-time poles.
When did Ryan Blaney win from the pole?
I don't know. It doesn't tell me any. Well, that could be off that list, though.
I don't know. I just thought he had like a fuck ton of poles.
I can tell you right now. Ryan Blaney has 10 poles, 0 wins.
So he's close to the top.
I'm trying to find behind them. Where was it? Jamie McMurray would be the next one on the. Chase has 1 win from the pole.
I'm trying to think of what fucking race that was. Was it like one of the road course races?
I don't know. It doesn't say, but it says he's got 1 win from the pole.
The Clash.
Maybe.
When did Chase win from the pole? Did he qualify on the pole for Watkins Glen for his first win? I thought Truex was on the pole for that race.
I don't know. You Google it, all it says is Bowman Gray. I don't know. Blaney's right behind him. I guess he'd be ahead of him in that one with 10 wins and 10 poles and 0 wins. Tyler Reddick has won twice from the pole. Wow. Jeremy Mayfield had 9 poles.
They probably all came in the 12.
Will Button had 7.
Will Button.
Wow, there's a lot of
All right, so Chase has his 1 win from the pole at the Go Bowling at the Glen in 2019.
Okay. So here's a.
He has 2 wins from the pole. 3 wins from the pole.
Who knows how long this has been since this was updated.
2020 championship race, he started on the pole, even though he had a drop to the back. And then Quaker State 400 presented by Walmart. Where the fuck was that at?
Kansas?
I don't remember him winning Kansas a second time.
I don't know. That sounds like a Kansas name.
Oh, Atlanta. Fucking way to go, idiot.
Way to go, idiot.
I remember Green Walls. They went to a green wall for it.
Oh, yeah, because of Quaker State.
Golly. Which one's the one that they got? Was that the one they got pissed off at him for fucking throwing LaJoy up into the fence?
I think so. So who you giving Big Junk of the Week to? Who's your vote for Big Junk of the Week?
Okay, we need to preface all of this by saying every week we're going to give you our 3 recipients of the Big Junk Award, first, second, and third. And every time a driver's listed, they get a point. The end of the season, the person who has accumulated the most points is the Big Junk Award winner. So
the biggest junk award winner.
The biggest pile of junk award winner. So let's start with the Clash. All right. I've got my 3. Justin Haley, John Hunter, and Ty Gibbs. Those are my 3 big junks.
All right.
I should write that down, but I don't have a pen and paper.
This is recorded. It's okay. I think Ty Gibbs takes it.
So Ty Gibbs gets our big junk award for sure. He gets a point.
After going airborne, I think Ty. Should we do a 3-2-1?
No, I don't like that. Just because I like to know how many times, like how many races they were big junk.
All right. So Ty gets the Big Junk of the Week.
I'm actually gonna put a social media post up about it. So it's gonna be the standings. All right. So we're going Ty Gibbs for the Clash.
Dude, AI created such a perfect photo.
It was perfect. Okay. You want to do one for the duels tonight?
For each duel?
I was just going to go with the duels in total.
Okay. I mean, really, the second one, there wasn't really too much big junk other than at the end.
I feel like it's an easy one, man.
I think you got to give. No, I think you got to give it to Chandler Smith, who actually caused all that.
I mean, I'll go Chandler Smith, but I really wanted to put Elio on there.
All right, fuck it. Let's put Elio on there. One race, one big junk award.
He ain't gonna be on there many times, so
we'll give him Sunday too. Dude, his fire suit's so badass, and so is Justin Haley's. Justin Haley's looks like a cowboy.
There we go. So now posted on social media are our Big Junk Award standings.
And now we're only going to do this for the Cup Series. We might mention a big Junk of the Week award if something else comes up, but for the most part, it's just going to be Cup Series so we can keep it tracked.
Yeah, I'm only allowed so many characters on Twitter.
How come that top car in the Big Junk of the Week award looks like Dale Jr.?
It does. It does kind of have a hint of that. That's the Big Junk Award segment. So let's go into the Daytona 500. For those wondering, yes, it's going to be a fuel-saving debacle.
I think that second duel where they were saving fuel was absolutely fucking stupid.
Oh, Phil, you know what we didn't touch on, and we really need to touch on it before we go any further? What's your take on holding the hand up to the window net?
I think it's fucking stupid. I don't see it. I mean, you look last night, yeah. It's just, but like you watched last night, you look at Ryan Preece. Ryan Preece was one of the fastest cars all night long. He held his hand on the wheel. Does it make that big of a difference? No. Like I said to you and Brandon last night when we were watching. What good's that doing when you're holding your hand up like this, but yet you got a fucking window net that's not even, it's got holes in it right behind it. Like, that don't make sense to me. Like that, I don't know. I get you're blocking off that one spot and maybe your window net isn't letting as much air through as I think it is, but I mean,
you know where my theory for it all goes out the window? They have the slots in the fucking back glass.
and
Air
in the hood.
travels, into the hood. So air travels through the car. You're not creating a pocket of air in the car anymore. You've negated that. So putting your hand up really doesn't do shit. But I mean, they have all the testing and data around it to say otherwise. But
I do want to say it feels like Joey Logano's webbed glove was so long ago now.
But you know what's weird? I think it actually helped. That helped more than just putting your hand up to the window.
I think so. I don't know. That's another one of those that's hard because for me, watching how rough that track was in qualifying last night and how much those guys were bouncing around, I would want both hands on the wheel at 200 mile an hour. But that's just me.
You made me feel like I spelled Helio's name wrong.
Castroneve.
No, I spelled it right.
I just guessed.
I'm a fucking magician.
Musician?
I'm a musician. You got comms?
Here it comes.
You want to go through the starting lineup?
Yeah.
The official starting lineup. We also have Jeff Gluck put out who is going to a backup car so far for sure. At least I thought he did. Someone had one. Someone had a tweet about it. I just had it up. It was Bob Pockris. Backups: Larson, Bowman, Herbst, Ailey, Suarez, SVG, Gibbs. Still deciding is Keselowski. Fix is Castroneves, Ware, Zane Smith, Custer, Stenhouse. And there's a picture of the Gibbs car, and it is destination fucked.
Unofficial. I don't see an actual official starting lineup as of yet. Even NASCAR.com has the unofficial one still posted.
Look at that.
Oh my God. And they're going to fix that?
No, that's a backup car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there ain't no way you're fixing that.
They were saying on the TV they thought they were going to fix it.
Yeah, you ain't fixing that.
It ain't even got a side window in it anymore.
Well, I'd imagine they pulled that out to.
No, he lost it. That was one of the cautions they had.
That was one of the cautions. You're right.
Debris.
More bear bond going to be needed to fix that.
So Briscoe and Cindric got locked in off qualifying. Bubba, Jones, Byron, Busher, Ty Dillon starting 7th. Denny Hamlin, Chastain, Logano round out the top 10. Reddick, LaJoy, 12th. Dinger, Gilliland, Austin Dillon, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott starting 17th. John Hunter Nemechek, Justin Allgaier starting 19th. C. Bell in the 20 starting 20th. Busch, Larson, Gibbs. Dude, I still can't believe Gibbs finished that high in that junk ass car. Riley Herbst, McDowell, Van Gisbergen, Priest, Ware, Barry, Custer, Stenhouse, Gregson, Hocevar, Keselowski, Haley, Suarez, Zane Smith, Alex Bowman, Martin Truex Jr., Jimmy Johnson, and Elio Castroneves.
So who's your pick and your sleeper? I guess we got to talk about this. We are only allowed to use a driver once through the year. Your sleeper has to they have to meet some sort of criteria here. Non-cup winner is a sleeper. You can use a sleeper as many times. It doesn't count towards anything other than saying like, hey, watch for this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How about no wins, no career wins? How about less than 2? Less than 2 career wins.
I'll go with that.
Did not make the playoffs last year. I think that covers it. That's your sleeper. Thinking long and hard over there.
I am.
I'll go.
I mean, it's plate racing. It's tough. You know, it's hard to actually make a pick because anything can happen. Like, you know. So let me go. Number 1 pick, I'm going to go with Ty Dillon.
Okay, so Ty Dillon is your main pick.
It's my main pick.
Okay.
Justin Allgaier.
That's who I was going to go with on my sleeper. I was going to go with Allgaier.
I mean, Ty Dillon could go either way.
So, my main pick.
The 28th starting driver.
Who's 28 starting?
Driver of the number 51 Ford Mustang, Cody Ware.
Nope, will not happen. Now you're making me think, because now I got to rethink this. All right, I got it. Let me go with another guy who can go either way. I'll go Noah Gragson as my sleeper.
All right.
And I will go Josh Berry as my winner.
Can I change my pick?
No. Who are you going to change your pick to?
Michael McDowell.
Yeah, man, but you got a lot of plate tracks coming up.
I know.
You got one next week.
All right, I'll go Ty Dillon then. I'll stick with it.
That'll be another one we got to keep track of. Throw me a text of that, and I can make up a graphic for it later.
So, who are your 5 going to be this week for fantasy?
Shit, I don't know. The 500, I'll go with like a kind of heavy hitter lineup, but you know, guys that I really wouldn't use anywhere other than plate tracks. So like I'd go Hamlin, Keselowski, Logano, maybe Blaney and Bubba. Like Bubba in the garage. Because it's a solid first lineup, I feel. You want to come out of the gate strong, but you also don't want to use too many guys that you're going to end up using later in the year.
See, and that was my thought about it. So honestly, I only have one driver that's a good, like, up front week in, week out driver, and that's William Byron. And then I've got Allgaier, Noah, Priest, and Ty Dillon as my 5, and Denny is in my garage.
I'm going to throw Busher in there too.
Busher's a good pick. I don't know. That move he did in the first race was kind of dumb tonight. That's the one thing I will say. Vince just commented on our in our Discord and said he may have to purposely lose because if he comes in all your leagues and win every one, you're going to ban him.
No, I'm not going to ban him. I'm not going to ban him. I'm not going to ban him.
But no, other than that, you're heading to the track this weekend.
I am. Tomorrow's last day to get everything loaded and ready to go, man. I'm stoked.
I got to work Sunday, so I'll miss a little bit of the 500 till.
You're not going to miss any of it, bro. You're going to be sitting there watching it. I know you.
Yeah, you're damn right.
You're going to make all your minions do all your work for you.
I do that anyway. What are you talking about?
I do that anyway.
But I'm really excited about Saturday. The ARCA race and the Xfinity race. Those are my 2 favorite races to watch. The ARCA race just because it's such a shit show. I got a buddy actually that runs ARCA. He's got 2 cars in the ARCA field. He finished top 10 in points last year, Alex Club. Little guy.
We now have 16 entries at our fantasy.
Hell yeah. I'm still mad they wouldn't let me use my name.
Did you see what Victor put as his? It's pretty easy to pick out.
The Hendrick one?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
Damn, man. Good crowd for the duels tonight. I'm seeing some crowd shots.
Yeah, there was quite a few. Quite a few people there.
They're just making me jealous because I want to be there.
Dale's mustache.
Dale's mustache.
Kyle Larson's iRacing account still a pretty good one.
I think that's Vince. What do you say, man? We out of here?
I'm done.
All right. Y'all have fun watching Daytona. We'll be back next week.
Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta. And Daytona Fallout. We're out of here. Catch y'all later.